If you're a fan of potatoes, you're going to love making these oven-baked potato wedges that are beautifully seasoned with paprika, garlic powder, and onion powder, and then baked to perfection until they're golden brown, crispy on the outside, and tender on the inside. I'm going to leave you the link for the recipe in the comment section, but you could also find it at sweetysalado.com/en. To make this recipe, you're going to use your favorite potatoes, like russet potatoes, red potatoes, Yukon Gold like I'm using, and then wash them and rinse them well. Then you're going to cut each potato in half, and then each half you're going to cut into 3 to 4 wedges depending on the size of the potatoes. We're going to cut them less than ½ inch thick, just like this, to make sure that they stay crispy on the outside. When you cut them too thick, they tend to get really soft and you lose all of that crispy texture. Now, this next step is completely optional. And what we're going to do is we're going to soak the potatoes in cold water. And if you want, you can add a little bit of ice. And what this does is remove a lot of the starch from the potatoes. And this is also going to help us get crispy potatoes. We're going to soak them for about 15 to 20 minutes. Then we're going to drain them and then pat dry them with a paper towel to remove all of that extra moisture. After that, we're going to place them in a big bowl, and now we're going to add all of the flavor. We're going to add oil. I love using olive oil. You can use your favorite oil. And then for flavor, we're going to use paprika, garlic powder, onion powder. We're also going to add Parmesan cheese. I love using fresh Parmesan that I grate. You can use your favorite Parmesan cheese. We're also going to season it with salt and pepper to taste. And then finally, this is optional, you can add a little bit of parsley. You can also add it after they're baked. Now, using our hands, we're going to give this a really good mix. We're going to make sure that all of the potatoes are well coated with the oil and the spices. And don't forget to scrape the bottom of the bowl. Once the potatoes are well coated, we're going to place them on a baking sheet covered with parchment paper or aluminum foil. Make sure that they're not too close together because that's going to create steam in the oven and then your potato wedges are not going to be crispy. We're going to bake them in a preheated oven at 450 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes or until you notice that the underside is starting to get golden brown. Then we're going to take them out, flip them over, and then we're going to bake them for another 10 to 15 minutes or until they're tender on the inside and golden brown on the outside. Once they're ready, take them out of the oven and then you can serve them immediately. You're going to notice that they're going to be crispy on the outside with that beautiful golden brown color and then tender on the inside. Now, don't let them rest for too long because then they're going to cool off and then they're going to lose all of that crispy texture. If you want, you can serve them with more parsley or Parmesan cheese and your favorite condiments like ketchup or ranch dressing.